Hello traders, welcome to this week's weekly Forex Forecast, and this is Trade Forex with Gabe. My name is Gabriel Ojimada, and I'll be taking you through the trade setups and outlook for July 31st through to August the 4th. As always, we'd like to start with the economic forecast or outlook, and this week is a bit jam-packed with another two high impact news, or three, so to say. We will having two interest rate decisions, and then we'll have the non-farm payroll job data, which will be coming out on Friday, every first Friday of the first month. Starting with Australian dollar, we will see interest rate decision coming out on Tuesday. And so what this portends is that we may not see a huge movement on Australian dollar until the interest rate decision is taken, and then we can begin to trade. But then Australian dollar is a good pair, having good setups, and I'll be showing you exactly why. I'll be routing to trade the setups on Australian dollar, but taking caution or precaution into the data that will be coming out, which is the interest rate decision. We have next ISM manufacturing PMI, which will also see to affect the USD, and then we have New Zealand dollar on employment change on unemployment rate, and that will also seek to affect the NZD. Next on the list, we have Great Britain pound. We have monetary policy summary, and of course the official bank rate, which is the interest rate decision to affect Great Britain. And on Friday we will have FOMC, non-farm payroll data, where we're expecting to see high volatility also. So these are the three major high impact news as long as I'm concerned. All others will of course affect the dollar, the currency pairs, but then I don't see it affecting it as much or as huge as interest rate decision, and of course for USD, the NFP news. So let's look at the strength meter across board and use that to plan our week or plan the direction for the week. We'll see Swiss franc still coming out top on the list, strongest on them all, and then JPY gained some strength from last week, from the decisions of the BOJ to increase, the upper boundary of their refinancing rate. But then we also see how we will look at that. You will see exactly how this affected the Japanese yen. Well, to make sense of this, as always, we'd like to pair it up with the previous week, and pairing it up with the previous week, we begin to see the currency pairs that maintains their strength. Swiss franc, of course, is still really strong, coming out top on my list. Great Britain pound, we can see it's moving further into the strength zone from 0.9 to 1.3. United States dollar still bullish to neutral. From last week it was also bearish to neutral, and this week it's moving to 0.4, so it's not coming out top on my list. Euro also losing some strength from 2.2, moving down to 0.4. Canadian dollar also losing some strength. So top on my list for the week, with currency pairs with the biggest net change on the positive side, is Swiss franc and Great Britain pound. And then to the negative side, weakness side, Australian dollar weakened some more from 1.0 to 1.9. We see New Zealand dollar still didn't fall that much, negative 2.4 to 1.7, and again JPY. All right, so my outlook will be based on these pairs: Swiss franc to the upside, GBP to the upside, and Australian dollar to the downside, New Zealand dollar to the downside, JPY to the downside. Pairing them up for the week, what I see, the top forex markets with the biggest with the best setups for me will be Swiss franc, Japanese yen, Australian dollar, Swiss franc to the downside, but of course, remember we have Australian dollar interest rates, which could be very volatile for this pair. And then we have New Zealand Swiss franc. I'm looking to go short on it. Next is GBPAUD. We have interest rate decision on both pairs. Australian dollar for Tuesday, and on Thursday we have interest rate decision for the pound. Again, we have GBPNZD to the upside, and we're looking to go long on this, and GBPJPY not really best setup on. We have to wait for some of the key levels to be broken before I jump in on this pair. Well, I will be showing you all of the details on the chart, so let's jump right in on it. Straight to the chart, starting with the first pair, which is Swiss franc Japanese yen. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, we're still looking really bullish. Price is still structured to the upside, haven't broken any structure. So what I'm still looking on this pair is price is looking, I'm expecting price to take out the last high, which is 163.95. But take into notice, we had that intervention on last week. We had intervention rate decision on Japanese yen, where the BOJ intervened. And again, with the massive sell-off, when JPY gained some strength, we saw how they intervened again, I believe, at this level, then immediately started losing strength. Okay, so this is still structured to the upside, having failed to break the last low here. So I'm still expecting some rallies to the upside, and I'm just looking for price to take out the last high, which is at 163.95. So you can plan your trade around that. This could give you up to 209 pips, but don't forget we could have some retracement before price begins to rally. So you can plan all of your entries around these analytics. Mine is not to show you exactly where to enter your trades, but to give you an overall view of the structure in which we believe the market will, the direction it will move for the week. Next on the list is Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Australian dollar, Swiss franc, we're looking to go short on this particular pair. Nice setup we have here, and we already see it's a downtrend. We see price breaking out from this channel, so I will expect to see some correction after this massive sell-off from last week. So any correction to the upside will give us a better risk to reward ratio, and my target will be the 0.5726. So Australian dollar weak, Swiss franc strong, but then don't forget we have interest rate decisions, so it could go, we could see that pullback before the massive sell-off, but I'm not looking to go long on this. However the interest rate decision goes, I'm only looking to go short, and my target will be to the 0.5726 level. Third pair on Swiss franc is New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Let's look for it here. New Zealand Swiss franc, I'm still looking to go short on this, and the direction, of course, it's been a bit choppy for the last week. It's been really not going anywhere, but I believe we should see that momentum kick in, and the target is towards the last low. You see, I think this was COVID low, yes. So I'm still expecting price to make a retest on this level before we begin to see any new level. So I'm still short on this pair, Swiss franc, New Zealand dollar. So the Swiss NZD Swiss franc. So first target is 0.5303, and next target is 0.5280 level. So this is the pairs for Swiss franc. Remember, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, Australian dollar, Swiss franc, and NZD Swiss franc. So let's jump in on pound sterling pairs, and don't forget we have interest rate decisions on pound sterling. So the first one is GBPAUD. We're having two interest rate decisions. First, Australian dollar on Tuesday and GBP on Thursday. So this is presenting to be a very volatile pair. But for last week, we We still looked for this pair to the upside. It made a rally, failed to take out our last high, our projection. But anyone that traded this last week, I believe you smiled to the bank. We were able to get over 241 pips to the upside. Now, with this major rally, I expect some correction before we begin to see new rally. So to the upside, what I'm looking to, if we're able to take out the last high, which is 1.93H7 level, my next big target will be towards the 1.9550 level. So you can plan your trade around that. This is a nice, fantastic setup. We were looking for that rebound from this level. Price really gave us that. And last week we began to see price creating new high, but it hasn't taken out the high we presented from our previous analysis. So we're still waiting for that to materialize. So let's see how what this week holds for us. So that is GBP AUD. Next pair, GBPNZD. We're still looking to the upside. If you traded this last week, could have smiled to the bank. Yeah, this was our target. Started here, took it out. We now had a major sell-off again, but I said let's expect price to just continue to take out the last high. We also achieved that again last week. So into this week, I'm looking for more push-ups or rally to the upside towards the 2.10445 level. If we're able to take out that, then the next level will be to the 2.1100 level. Swiss franc, NZD, nice setup, and I expect this to have to play out even before the interest rate decision. You could see we've really not gone anywhere on this particular pair. It's been really choppy, so really waiting for this interest rate decision. So let's see how it plays out, but I'm rooting for a big rally to the upside, GBPNZD. And then the last but not the least pair, well, it is the least in terms of my priority, because I will be waiting to see price take out this high before I take a decision to go long on this. So these are my key structures for GBP So for that, I'll look for a break above 1.82.494 level. If I'm able to see, if price is able to close above this level, then I will go all in towards the 186.00 level. So the week is not filled with so much opportunities, but of course 6 pairs is fantastic if we can, use correlation analysis to find the best pairs to trade while taking into cognizance the interest rate decisions across the pairs. So this will be my best pairs into the week. We'll see how that plays out. And if you're following me on where I display my trading accounts, why not? You will see these are the pairs I'll be trading for the week. Okay, traders, I hope you have a profitable week ahead. Don't forget to recommend this analysis to other traders, and don't forget to subscribe and get notification each time these videos come out. So until next week, thank you so much, and do have a profitable week ahead. Bye.